How ironic. The mainstream media and left-wing politicians in Congress would have you believe that Russia is the greatest threat to America and is undermining our democracy with a few Facebook ads and demonstrations on the streets of New York. Well, isn't this the side that was most sympathetic to Moscow for decades? From the hagiographies written by Walter Durant in the New York Times about how superb the Stalinist regime was, to even Ted Kennedy secretly establishing a lane of communications with the Kremlin to ask for their help to undermine President Ronald Reagan. Yes, it happened. Look it up. The left has always been sympathetic to their leftist cousins in Moscow. So what happened? Well, they need an excuse. They need an excuse for how the rank outsider, Donald Trump, won the election, despite their belief that Hillary had it all sewn up. Now, don't get me wrong, Russia is a problem. It's run by a former KGB colonel. It intimidates its neighbors. It undermines countries, whether it's working in Syria, whether it's working in Ukraine, or anywhere else in the world. They are an anti-status quo power, but they are not a strategic threat, the likes of the former Soviet Union. There is, nevertheless, a strategic threat to all our nations. All Judeo-Christian countries and those that wish to work with us are threatened by one massive strategic enemy, and that's China. Why? Because China has a plan. Again, check it out. It's called One Belt, One Road, and their intent is to displace America and her friends by this 100th anniversary of the Chinese Revolution in 2049 and to become the most powerful hegemonic nation in the world, militarily, diplomatically, and economically. They're already implementing the plan. They're buying politicians around the world. They're intimidating countries in their region. They're building fake islands, atolls, and turning them into military bases, and they're stealing our industrial secrets. That's why the president launched an unprecedented investigation into China's unfair trade practices recently. That's why he announced the steel and aluminium tariffs, and there are more measures to come. We need to wake up. We had our Sputnik moment with the Soviet Union when we woke up one morning and realized, thanks to their launch of Sputnik, that they were ahead of us. That woke us up to the threat. We've kind of slept through our own Sputnik moment and allowed China to get ahead of us. It's your job and ours to push back on the lies of the fake news industrial complex and talk about the truth. Educate yourself, look up One Belt, One Road, and help others understand the enormity of the situation. Together, we can defeat them. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching the Gorka Briefing. If you like this video, please check out the Rebel Media YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter at Seb Gorka, that's SEBGORKA, and share these videos on Facebook and Twitter, because with your help, we can push back on the fake news industrial complex and finally get the truth out. God bless.